VTES 3rd Edition. VTES 3rd Edition 3rd is a complete base set for White Wolf's trading card game Vampire. White Wolf's page dedicated to the set indicates the reasoning for calling it the 3rd edition. White Wolf's 11th expansion for Vampire, The Eternal Struggle, is a standalone based set. It is called 3rd edition after the Camarilla Edition, which is reckoned as the 2nd edition. The expansion also happens to be the 3rd set based on the Sabbat sect. It contained a whole new set of vampires, but mainly reprints of library cards. Due to insufficient quality management, the distribution of the cards in the boosters and the overall printing quality was significantly worse than in previous expansions. In addition, the card backs are printed upside down in comparison to all other expansions. De facto, it is now required to use card sleeves in tournaments when a player uses cards from the 3rd edition set mixed with cards from other expansions. These flaws caused some resentment towards the 3rd edition set in the player community. Nonetheless, the expansion won the InQuest Gamer 2007 Fan Awards for Best Trading Card Expansion. Contents. Part of the expansion are 4 different pre-constructed decks with 89 cards each, as well as boosters with 11 cards each, 5 common, 3 vampire, 2 uncommon, and 1 rare. There is a total of 390 cards in this set, of which 136 cards are new, i.e. 10 new common, 10 uncommon, 10 rare cards, 6 fixed cards from the starters, and 100 vampire cards. The rest of the 254 library cards are actually reprints from older sets. The pre-constructed decks are Bruja Antitribu, Malkavian Antitribu, Tremere Antitribu, Tizimus. The vampires White Lily and Duality, also included in this set, were given as promo cards in a number of magazines. Simultaneously, White Wolf released a player's kit, which contained half of each of the 4 pre-constructed starters as well as counters, and an extensive example of play. Mechanics. Trifles. It is now allowed to play a second trifle, master card, if the first master card played was also a trifle. Before this, the second master card couldn't be a trifle master card. Draft effects. A number of library cards contain a draft effect that the card can be played during a draft format game, usually with a lesser effect and other requirements than the base version of the card. Notable cards. Heart of Niscetis, an equipment card which provides a very good card drawing/replacement ability that does not waste the currently unwanted cards. Helicopter, an equipment card which allows a minion to untap once each turn after a successful action, similar to the Freak Drive card. Mirror Walk, an action modifier requiring the Thaumaturgy discipline which gives stealth to a minion's action, while denying any combat if the action is blocked. Wash, a master out-of-turn card which allows to counter a master card played by another player. Due to the trifle property of Wash, the player is still allowed to play a master card by himself in his own master phase next turn. Yelp Court, a master card which allows a Sabbat vampire to block a political action without regard to the stealth/intercept ratio.